Hey, what's up everyone? Welcome to Profit Adda. Today exactly I'm gonna talk about this cryptocurrency. Okay, so this has been started from exactly 2009. Okay, and now exactly as you see, it has been booming in the market. Okay, so I'm talking about this Bitcoin trading for this whether as I say, it is legal in India or not, or some question and answers are there. Okay, exactly, which I'm gonna talk about today. Okay, so first, cryptocurrency exactly. Okay, which you like can get from mining, or now you can exactly can this exchange are there, which exactly offers some of the countries have been regulating this top global Bitcoin regulations companies are there, in which I say USA, okay, European Union, Japan, Singapore, and all those countries which actually they are following in a legal way. Okay, as for India, there is actually say here representation itself there. Okay, say is Bitcoin legal in India or not? So they straight away told Bitcoin is not legal as per expert opinion. Okay, so exactly they have been given this they say legal in they are saying as per videos, as if you go government and RBI regulations is there, which I got an article about that one, which I'm gonna read. Okay, so I'm gonna talk about some cryptocurrency. Some exchange is there exactly. Okay, Zeppay exchange is there. Okay, Coin Secure exchange is there. Okay, and Unocoin is there. So exactly here I'm just talking about this for educational purpose also. I won't recommend for you should go for trading and all. Okay, it's just for education purpose. Okay, it basically very much high risk, and it's actually depend on you. Okay, so these are the things which I want to clear you something, as the main thing about Bitcoin is it is definitely not legal tender. Okay, as this one. Okay, but as the technology, it is like there is no in between middle person is there for transaction, which taken care of. It is like in a decentralized, it is like peer to peer network or something. Okay, so right now the trending, what I can say is like this exchange or this they are following, like now regulating some of the bitcoins which you can buy. As I've been studied about this RBI, they the government is telling this is not legal tender as per because this is not maintained by any of the Indian government. Okay, so first of all, I'll just tell you there are three exchanges which I can say it is very much trending and it is very much popular. That is Zeppay, okay, and CoinSecure, okay, and then one more is Unocoin, okay. So exactly these three exchanges are there which are in very much popular. Okay, so I've been into their website and exactly I'm just showing you what are the things they have been cover or something. So I'm gonna read this article which I got in from Zeppay itself. So it is stating that investing in virtual currencies, say virtual currencies are like Ponzi schemes. Okay, so you have to first of all aware about if you are taking the risks. Whatever the thing is, they are RBI stating that it is they have been not banned. Still, actually, they said that it is has been not they are not in between, and they are not told any of the agency or something to do exchange and all. Okay, so it is very much illegal, but for the education purpose, or you want to do something in it's as I say, very much risky, but if you want to do you can. Okay, but if the regulation, if the RBI says that it is very much banned, then you should exactly come out of it and do this one. Okay, so first of all I read this and further I will go and explain about this. So investing in virtual currencies, say virtual currencies are like Ponzi schemes. The Ministry of Finance has this legal, this dated has been this started from, like, they have been given this statement about 2013, 2017, and this December, then exactly at the date 29 2017. So they have been released a press. The Ministry of Finance has issued the following statement today on virtual currencies. Okay, so I'm going to read about it, then I'm going to explain. So there has been a phenomenal increases in recent times in the price of virtual currencies, including Bitcoin in India and globally. The virtual currencies don't have any intrinsic value and are not backed by any kind of assets. The price of Bitcoin and other virtual currencies therefore is entirely a matter of pure speculation, resulting in spurt and volatility in their prices. As you know, there is very much risk involved. Okay, so they are saying that it is very much risky. There is a real and heightened risk of investment bubble of the type seen in Ponzi schemes. Okay, as you get to know that, pump and dump and EMD, Ponzi schemes where you came across, so which can result in sudden and prolonged crash, exposing investors, especially retail consumers, losing their hard-earned money. So you can hear what happens, say irregularities, sometimes it happens when they, ban illegal in India. So it will get trouble for you if you, go for this, if you go for, trying to do some any kind of this one exchange. So consumers need to be alert and extremely cautious as to avoid getting trapped in such Ponzi schemes. This one, virtual currencies are stored in digital or electronic format, making them vulnerable to hacking, loss of password, malware attack, etc. Okay, as you been know that internet is not always safe. Okay, so they have been explained this one, which may also result in permanent loss of money. So they are actually giving a high alert warning or something you should not do. If you do such, these things will happen, and there is no such a in between mediator gonna help you. Even RBI is not included. Okay, so as transaction of virtual currencies are encrypted, they are also likely being used to carry out. So that's what I'm talking about. It is encrypted. When you came across the word encrypted, okay, so it will actually come across that it is very much secure, and nobody actually can come across what is really going on, and nobody can actually can get the trace. So if you lost your Bitcoin, say suppose you get to know news there are so many Bitcoins has been lost, so crores of values of Bitcoins has been lost. So you get to know that this, if you get to loss about your Bitcoin, then definitely you are not getting back that Bitcoin. Okay, so carry out illegal or supervised activities such as terror funding, smuggling, drug trafficking, and other money laundering acts. Because of this, there will be a misuse will be there. So it is like they are suggesting you should not go to that. Okay, you should not be done like that. Okay, so they are telling that. So virtual currencies are not backed by government fiat. They are telling that there is definitely not any hand or something, any there is also not legal tender. Hence virtual currencies are not currencies. These are also being described as coins. There is, however, no physical attribute to these coins. As you can store this Bitcoins, and it can be what I say, it has been maintained in a blockchain. Okay, as you can say, and if you lost once, you can store, you can't see, you can't actually it is not physically available. It is very much like as we talk about virtual, as we talk about a software, so it is very much like can't touch, only you can see. So exactly these things are like has been maintained in a hashing functions. There is so much algorithm involved. Okay, and there things are there, so you should talk about. So therefore virtual currencies are neither currencies nor coins. The government or Reserve Bank of India has not authorized any virtual currencies as a medium of exchange. Further, the government or any other regulator in India has not given license to any agency for working as exchange or any other kind of intermediary. So any kind of you're doing this, there is no support from the government or from any people. If any kind of loss of your money or loss of Bitcoin has been happened, there is no guarantee as such there. Okay, so it is not very much legal tender. Also, you can't from Bitcoin you can't buy these things. Okay, so has not given license to any agency for working as exchange or any other kind of intermediary for any virtual currencies. Persons dealing in them must consider these facts and beware of the risk involved in dealing in virtual currencies. So this is what the government is stating, that persons dealing in them must consider these facts and beware of the risk involved in dealing in virtual currencies. They have been giving a statutory warning, and they've been giving a warning since this is not legal tender. Okay, this you can't use Bitcoin to purchase anything, to purchase any goods, do any kind of these things. Okay, so they are straight away warning to you that you can't be able. It is purely depend on you. The users, holders and traders of virtual currencies have already been cautioned 3 times in December, as I have been shown you those by Reserve Bank of India about the potential financial, operation, legal, customer protection and security related risk that they are exposing themselves to by investing in Bitcoin and or other virtual currencies. RBI has also clarified that it has not given any license, authorization, same thing, to operate such schemes or deal with Bitcoin or any virtual currency. The government has also makes it clear that virtual currencies are not legal tender, and such virtual currencies do not have any regularity permissions or protection in India. Okay, what I am regularly repeating this says, which I am clearing you that these things are there. Okay, but exchange has been offering. Okay, it is definitely not legal tender, and exactly when the case is in itself in a Supreme Court. Okay, so in future government of India can come and say we are banning very much, and we can't do nothing about that time, Bitcoin or something else. Okay, so you should be aware of all those things. Okay, then you should try to do some exchange or do some trading. So you should, is a very much high risk, that is very much on you. Okay, the investors and other persons therefore deal with this virtual currencies entirely at their risk and should best avoid participating therein. Okay, so these are the things which they have been cleared from this one. Okay, so you should all those things. Okay, so what happens, there is a questions are there, is Bitcoin legal in India? Then what if Indian government bans Bitcoins? What happens if if they ban the Bitcoins? Okay, see, since some as I say, USA, European Union, Japan, they have been regulating. So what they have been answered, like users will always be able to transfer the Bitcoins. Okay, so exactly they can transfer their Bitcoins, okay, from their ZipPay wallet now or in future to wallet in which they control the private keys, for example bitco.com or Trezor. In the case of a ban, you can control your Bitcoins. Still you can control your Bitcoins, that they are telling. So there are safe, like you can transfer your Bitcoins to some other these things. So it's a very much they are telling about hypothetical situation. So actually there is no conditions, there is no such a legal in most Western countries. So they are saying that Western countries, as I've been telling you, that legal, but in India it is definitely not legal tender. Okay, but they are RBI is telling if any person is involving that, there is their risk. Okay, not actually any kind of government, and they are actually no have any intermediary, as the Bitcoin itself straight away it is a decentralized. Okay, and it can't be maintained by any mandatory. So there is no purpose of any kind of a stating that. Okay, so it is actually very much risky, as you invest in the stock market. So it is a very much risk involved. Okay, and there is actually whatever the it is done in the IRS. So itself like in the same, if you want to do some things about this I say, as I say, if you're talking about this cryptocurrency, what happens, this what I say is like trading in the stock market, same as been this with the exchange. Okay, so I'm talking about this ZipPay IPS.